Hey y'all, Bubba here, another episode of cooking. Like I told you, we are doing venison stew, deer meat, just like beef stew, only different. I know I'm not in frame right now. Please work with me. This is gonna be, I'm recording and I'm doing the cooking and the camera work, so just work with me. So the first thing we have in this Ziploc bag, I have 1.5 cups of flour. To that, we're just going to add some salt, pepper, and garlic. We got garlic powder. Okay. Then we're going to seal that. Mix that all together. Then over here on the stove, we have our skillet. We're going to turn our heat to about a medium heat. Like I said, I do apologize about the camera work and everything. It's just me. Because of how long I'm going to be cooking this for. So, over here in this bag, I have our venison. I have our deer meat. Cut into cubes. This deer meat I got last deer season. As you can see, when I processed it and dressed it up and I cut it into the cubes. We're going to drop these cubes right over here into the flour to bread them, to dredge them in the flour while our pan's heating up. Shake as much of the blood off as you can. Then I have a paper towel right here. I'm gonna wash my fingers real quick. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's go back to the pan. I might have to bring the camera down some. There you go. Alright, so we're going to put some oil in our pan. Make sure that it ain't, okay. We're going to take our bag of deer meat, seal the bag, get all the air out of it that you can. Okay, and then just shake it all up. Coat this meat. We have a few pieces. One's to be a pain. Okay. So then as you take it out of the bag, get give it a good shake to get all that extra flour off. We'll use this flour in another step down the road. Now you don't have to pre-brown the meat like this if you don't want to. You can skip this step altogether. I just like to brown it and lock in some of the sear of the meat and get some of the juices and flavors in that going. And I'm going to put it all in the skillet at one time. It is a lot in the skillet, but it's alright because we're not. With everything we're going to do, this meat will get fully cooked between the skillet and then when we put it in the slow cooker. Because this is going to take about 5 hours start to finish. To do. So once you get that in your pan, we're going to turn this heat up. Put a lid on your pan. Like I said, the flour we're using another step, so and while we're waiting, we're going to come right over here to the cutting board. Grab a knife. Move, Bug. Move. We got an onion soaking in water. If you soak it in cold water, it helps with to where you don't get all the vapors, along with, like I told you before, put a little oil on your knife. That helps too. Leave the roots intact. Cut them off last. Soak it in water. It's all things you can do when cutting an onion to keep the vapors from making you cry. Okay, now we're just going to, we don't want to chop these too small because otherwise they'll disappear and you'll never find them again. We're just going to about like that. You guys see that? Not very good. Hold on. Give me just a minute and I'll let me wash my hands, dry them off, and then I'll show you the onions a little bit better. So, like I said, we don't want to cut them small because they're going to be put in a stew and cooked for 5 hours, so don't want them too small. I hope you guys can see that alright. Not really. Turn the exhaust fan on here. Some of that extra flour is burning off. So as you can see, we're browning our deer meat. That is what we want. We ain't gonna cook it all the way through. We're just See, that's all we're just gonna brown it like so. Okay. And then over here, in the slow cooker, bring it up some. Okay. So we're going to take our pan of our deer meat that we just browned. Drop that in there. Do these few stragglers that stayed in the pan. Just wipe our pan out. And wipe our pan out a little bit. Just get some of that extra flour out so it don't burn. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put it back at a medium-low flame. Put a little bit more oil in that pan. Just a little pan. Let me turn you guys back around this way. So same pan. Just spread it with a little pan. Heat on a medium-low. And we're going to take this onion. Throw it right in there. Okay. We're going to brown up this onion. Well, not brown it, you know. We're going to sweat this onion down some. Just to saute it a little bit for the flavor. You guys have seen me do that numerous times. Then I'm gonna get the next step of ingredients and I'll be back with you. Alright y'all, we're back. Sorry. Like I said, the video is gonna be real shaky, I'm sure, and not the best. I apologize. I'm trying to cook and you operate the tripod and camera and everything. So in here we have our stew meat. To that we're gonna add our vegetables. Unfortunately, let me bring it down some. That time of the year, so I don't have fresh. I didn't get to put a garden in this year, so the vegetables are canned, unfortunately. But if everything keeps going, watch out, dog. If everything keeps going the way I have it planned, we're going to be having some fresh vegetables coming up. So, what we're going to do, we got our onions. That like I said, we just wanted to put a little color on our onions. Slight caramelization, as you can see. So let's go ahead and dump them in. Okay. I don't recommend using your fingers in hot skillet like I just was. I don't recommend you doing that. You'll probably burn the crap out of yourself. I have little to no filling in my hands from where one hand my right hand I caught on fire and my left hand I have had frozen. So I have a little to no filling so I can do it and not get hurt. So we're going to put in 1 can of diced tomatoes with green chilies. Before I mix this all up and stir it all up and everything, I'll show you guys. Then we're going to put in these sweet peas. I got the That Smart brand. They have less calories and everything's still not as good as out of the garden, but now the vegetable part, it's up to you on what you want to put in it. Got some carrots. Camera says it's almost dead. And some green beans. French style green beans just for our Uncle Larry. Just kidding. We wouldn't do that. He's a good guy. Okay. So let me get my wooden spoon. Okay, so like that, we're going to mix it all together. Just mix it all up. I'll show you all what that looks like. If the camera shuts off, it is flashing thing. It's almost dead. I do apologize. Okay. So we got that all mixed up and in there. We're going to turn this on low, 8 hours. We're actually going to cook this probably close to 5 or 6 hours. And then right now it would be vegetable soup. If we want to stew, we need to thicken it up. Here in about 3 hours, I'll show you how we're going to thicken it up. So I'll be back with you. Alright, y'all, it's been about 5.5 hours. We got this, give it a good stir. Got some vegetable soup with some deer meat. Use your ladle it into your bowls. My ladle is SpongeBob cup. Just use your SpongeBob coffee cup. Put that right in your bowl. Use some crackers in it. If you want to thicken it up, just make you a roux and with flour, and put it in there. Stir it up real good so you don't get lumps. Cook it about 3 hours. After you put your roux in there, it'll get nice and thick. Or you can leave it soup form. You can thicken it, make you a stew. Either way, do it however you like. Throw some crackers in your bowl. Call it done. Links are in the description for Twitter, YouTube, Google Plus. Join the Google Plus community. Bubba's Corner on Google Plus. Comment what you think of this video or any other video. Like I said, we're going to have more deer meat videos coming up. Comment here, Twitter, Google Plus, whatever. Till next time, y'all. Catch you down the road.